you, see if I need to add any more color, if I need to add any more shading, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. So first what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a little bit of numbing cream. Okay. It feels a little bit cool, and okay, it's a little bit heavy duty, but what I'm going to do is go ahead and let that sit for a little bit while we chat about a couple of other things, and then I'll get started. Okay, so the first thing is you had wanted an arch similar to mine, like a little bit of an arch that goes back a little bit further. What I'm going to do is I'm going to measure your eyebrow area. There's a specific formula I use because, you know, sometimes people will see what they like on other people, but for their face, that may not be exactly right. So I'm going to take a couple measurements and we're going to see how you like it. I can trace that out and just make sure that you approve of the design. And the color of the eyebrow, I know you had picked from several shades. Do you still want to go with that? I think that would look fantastic. Usually what I do is I usually pick a little bit of a darker shade because remember, it's going to ease up. It's going to appear dark at first and then it's going to completely fade a little bit and then it's going to come back again. So it's a little bit weird how this works, but I think you're going to be absolutely pleased with the end results. So let me go ahead and wipe off. Okay, wipe that off. That should be good to go, and that should be good. Now if you can just lay back. Basically, I'm going to be drawing a temporary line. I'm going to be measuring this area and measuring a couple of things in between so I can get the perfect arch for you and perfect design. So let me go ahead and there. I'm going to tap there. I'm going to tap right there. There. Okay, that's great. And there. Okay. And here. There. And there. Okay, so basically, if you want to take a quick look in the mirror, I've got everything mapped out for you. I just want to make sure that you like where everything is situated. Now, the overall outline of the eyebrow is going to look a little bit bigger. Your eyebrows are not going to be this thick. It's just that I'm going to be microblading in between the lines that you see. Do you like that? Totally. Yes, that's a temporary. It's like something on the lines that is going to map it out so I can stay within those lines. Yeah. And basically all it is very fine lines. I have to take a very steady hand and I'm going to be placing tiny little lines of ink inside that outline. It should not hurt. No, you may feel a little bit of pressure as it wears off, but we can always touch up the numbing cream. That's no big problem. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of microblading. I'm going to be dabbing a little bit to just make sure you're okay, and you just sit back and relax. Okay, so this is the tool I'll be using. I prefer to do this a hand method. There are several different methods of doing this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and begin. If you want to close your eyes now, if anything gets uncomfortable, just let me know. If you start to feel pain, I'm going to go ahead and apply the numbing cream again. So, okay, yeah, just close your eyes. Great. Yeah, it's almost like you can feel a slight dragging sensation, but it's more of a pressure that you're gonna feel. You shouldn't feel any pain at this point. Are you doing okay? Great. Just close your eyes and relax. sensation, a gritty sensation as I'm dragging this along your eyebrow area. But again, there should be no pain, no pain, no pain, no pain. Yeah, great. Okay, and very good. You're doing great. And you already have nice eyebrows. It's just I'm filling in the areas that you're missing. So really, some people have absolutely no hair like myself. I have no hair. It's like I have fine little tiny hairs, but nothing really too distinct. So my microblading is an entire eyebrow of microblading. It's very light. I chose a little lighter color. If you're younger, you can get away with a little bit of darker. It's really your preference, so it's whatever you like. Some people like really stark, dark eyebrows. Some people like tiny, thin, thicker. It all depends. Okay, yeah. So it just all depends. Yeah, very nice. Great. Okay, this one. Okay, I'm going to dab that. I'm gonna dab that a little tiny bit. Okay, that looks good. Okay. Okay, and now let's do the other side. Again, there should be no pain. Just a little bit of pressure right here. Great. And a little bit of pressure. Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Okay. Just a little bit. This side doesn't need as much. Great. Looking good. Okay, looking good, looking good. Very nice. Yeah, it's just a little bit of pressure, It's not the most comfortable, 100% comfortable thing, but it's also not intolerable. And I'm just dragging that through, making sure that the ink is getting in nice. This blade is so thin that the hairs look so beautiful. They really look very natural. You'll be very pleased. Very nice. Okay. And okay, that's good. A little bit more on. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna see where that. Okay. Okay, let me go ahead. Let me touch up a little bit more right here. Right there. Okay. A little bit right there. just went through all that. I paid all that money for nothing. But in less than a week, you're going to notice them coming back. You're going to notice the color coming out, and they're going to look gorgeous. So it does take about a month and a half to get to the final result. Now, included in the fee today is one free touch-up. I would suggest coming back in another couple months, 2 to 3 months tops, to have me fill in any areas that you think I need to fill in. Yeah, exactly. And no, you're not. It's not going to be very obvious going through the second healing process because most of it's going to be already healed. It's going to be just little bits, but you're going to get that free touch-up. Obviously, if you do not need a free touch-up, then that's done. There's no refund on that free touch-up. That's just included in this price. You should be good to go for at least a good year, if not longer. I have heard some of my clients say that they have to come back within 6 months for a touch-up. We will reduce the price. Do not worry about it. I have heard some people go years without touching up. Personally, I have gone at least 2 years with no touch-up, but I can see in some of the areas it's starting to fade, so I'm going to need to go back to my friend that does that for me. So it just all depends. Either way, if during the healing process you start to really itch, I do have some cream I'm going to give you. Please use it sparingly. I don't want you slathering this on. It's a cooling gel, but really should be used very sparingly. Yep, so I'm going to give that to you with a card. You have my number. You know, if you need anything at all, please text me, reach out to me, and we'll make sure you are 100% pleased. The very last thing I want to do is let me go ahead and get that temporary mapping line off. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that off so you can see the wonderful outline. It looks absolutely beautiful. I mean, you look fantastic to me. You just look absolutely beautiful. Another thing is, before you leave, do you mind if I get a couple of pictures of you? I want to go ahead and put that on my Instagram. Make sure everybody can see the beautiful job and your beautiful eyebrows. Do you mind? Okay, great. Well, let's go ahead and go up front. I can get you all settled, get you on your way. And another thing, on the card, which reminds you, please try to stay out of the sun during this healing process. If you do need to go out, maybe wear a baseball hat or some kind of hat. We don't want the sun to be interfering with the healing process, so we're going to try to keep those covered. Okay, great. Do you have any questions? I'm so glad you came in too. I'm so glad, and I'm glad you're pleased. Let me know how you like it at the end. Yes, and I will definitely see you in the next 2 to 3 months if you need it.